All right, guys. So Tom Brady has reacted to Shedeur Sanders' shocking fall in the NFL draft. As we know, Shedeur Sanders has mentioned Tom Brady in the past as somebody he looked up to as a mentor figure. And we know that Skip Bayless has recently came out and pretty much said Tom Brady might have had something to do with this. But um, testing, testing. You can hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? All right. Um, so Brady came out and he, because Skip Bayless has said some things about Tom Brady. So it says here, if there's anyone out there who has somewhat of an idea on what Shedeur Sanders is going through during the NFL draft, is Tom Brady. The seven-time Super Bowl winner had an ugly draft in 2000 when he wasn't selected until the sixth round. As bad as things were for Brady, it was worse for Sanders because Brady wasn't projected to be a first-round pick. So this is different. Brady wasn't projected to be a first-round pick. Shedeur was. Even though Tom Brady knows how to persevere, he knows a thing or two about persevering from being in the sixth round. But this situation is a little bit different. Yeah, this situation is a little bit different because he was projected to go in the first round. It says Brady was actually watching the draft on Saturday, and we know that because he was watching it with Michael Strahan, who shared a few details of what Brady had to say after watching Shedeur fall in the draft. He said, I spent time with Tom Brady this past weekend and we watched the draft. And as Tom said, he's an example. He said he's an example. It doesn't matter where you're picked, Strahan said this week on Good Morning America. When what Brady was implying here is that it doesn't matter where you get taken in the draft because you'll have a chance to make a team no matter what. In Sanders' situation specifically, he had been taken fifth overall by the Browns. It would be in the same spot he is in now. He'll be in Cleveland competing for a starting job against Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel. Sanders is going to make a lot less money as a fifth round pick, but there's also less pressure on him. One thing Strahan didn't mention is how Brady, the owner, felt about Sanders as a prospect. Brady holds a partial stake in the Las Vegas Raiders, and they were one of several teams that went into the draft with eyes on taking a quarterback. Brady has been close with Sanders' family for years, so it will be interesting to hear what he has to say if he ever is asked a question, or what the Raiders' mindset was when they decided to pass on Shedeur. Okay, so let me stop right there. Okay, yes, he has said something on this, but for me, it's not good enough. All right, now, number one, he is right. It doesn't matter where you go in the draft, right? You're still going to get your opportunity to make the team. Just like he was drafted at the 199th pick, and he went on to win 7 Super Bowls. This situation is a little different because Brady was not projected to go in the first round. Okay? He was not projected. The reason why Brady got his start is because of Mo Lewis injured Drew Bledsoe, and the rest was history. But even though when Brady got his chance, he was well prepared. So I give him that. Okay? But Shedeur, Tom, has lost $40 to $50 million. So yes, we're curious to know what was the Raiders' mindset when they passed on him. Yeah, we want to know, Tom, because since you mentored him and he looked up to you, which let me just say this. I'm gonna say this. This is a fine lesson for everybody. Just because you look up to a certain player and he's mentored you, don't mean he's going to have your back. It doesn't mean that. So you shouldn't be we shouldn't be disappointed when he doesn't have Shedeur's back. But however, I want to know their mindset. What was their mindset? What did they say? Did they say he wasn't a good quarterback? Okay, they could have referred to you because you the one sat up there and gave him some training. You watched him at Colorado, so you probably said, yeah, just pass on him. Let's take somebody else. Now, which is okay because you could easily say, okay, I'm gonna go with a defensive end, but you don't go with a defensive end that early in the fucking draft, unless you that kid from Georgia that ran a 4.3 as a linebacker slash defensive end. That y'all need a quarterback. But he's gonna come out and say, well, we went into another position first, and we needed to fill this one position first. So yeah, he can get out of this. But also, I should have titled the video this as well. My message is for the New York Giants. I was going to name the coach. Show us the video that he had a bad interview. Show us, because we don't believe you. I think y'all lying. Okay, they saying he had a bad interview and this and that. I want to see it. I want to see it because I want to analyze that video. Because if you were being disrespectful to him, he has a right to stand up for himself. I don't care what job he's going for. You're not going to disrespect me. Okay, I don't give a fuck what kind of job. I have walked off jobs in my lifetime. I have walked out and quit. Straight up. Then some people say, well, what about the benefits? Fuck them benefits. Fuck the benefits. I'm doing for self. Fuck the benefits. Okay, I don't care about no money. You're not going to talk to me no kind of way. Okay? You're just not going to do that. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. So that's just what it is. If you got if you got an issue with my dad, you take that up with my dad. So what I want to know from Tom Brady is this. I want to know what y'all mindset was on why y'all passed on him. I could see pass on him in the first one. Goddamn, the second round too. So you guys didn't think he was all that good. So my question to you is, maybe you didn't think he was that good. You was lying in his face the whole time. Maybe you were. Maybe you were. At the end of the day, some people in this world is just fake. That's just what it is. I don't put nobody on a pedestal. Okay, I personally don't because I'm old enough. I just don't. Okay, I don't smile in nobody's face unless they deserve it. And that's in that. I don't care if they're a billion. I don't care. I don't care. But let me tell you why. The quicker they give you that money, the quicker they'll take it away from you. They'll send some cookie cutter ass woman to come in your life. You know the quickest way they do it with these players? They send a woman in their life to say they did something to them. That's how they get your money and get you up out of here. They have to do it one way or the other. See, I knew he was gonna have problems. I knew it. You know why? Because first of all, his dad has schooled him, and he carries himself a certain way, which is not bad. He's supposed to carry himself that way. But them cookie cutter ass girlfriends couldn't get to him. I said this to my brother. I said they can't get to him. They want to get to him. I remember at a game, one of them tried to get at Shiloh because I saw it. Just happened to stand there giving him the googly eyes. Man, he ignored her ass and kept going, man. Okay? They couldn't get to him. They could not get to him. They could not get to him. Okay? I'm like, damn. They couldn't get to him. Now I know some people say, well, that can't all be it. No, that's not all it. It's the way they carry themselves. Okay, he don't carry himself like he needs some fucking NFL owner. He don't. He don't carry himself that way. He said, if you want to win, I'm your man. Let's do business. If you want to win. There's nothing wrong with saying that. But see, these people don't think we're their equal. That's why. We're not their equal because we're better than them. So they're exactly right. We're not their equal. Let me tell you something. For somebody to hate on us throughout history so fucking bad, that means that, what does that mean? You don't hate on somebody. You don't try to keep somebody down that's better than you. You just don't try to do it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't try to do it. Okay? You just don't try to do it. So I'm telling you, these billionaires are human just like everybody else. They got petty. That's what happened. So yes, Tom, you're right. It doesn't matter where you get drafted at. You can still go on and do great things. However, he was projected to go in the first round and he lost a lot of money. I feel like they stole it from him. That's what I feel like. Okay. Now the Browns, they're benefiting off of this now because he got the highest jersey sales. They're benefiting. They're benefiting. So it's a problem. And they know they can. You know why they know they can get away with it? Because their stadium's gonna be sold out and everything else, and they know they can get away with it unless he sue them. But see, he can't do that because then they're gonna blackball him, and he don't. Everything he worked for is down. They got is down the tubes. Not now, technically, not really. If he win that lawsuit, but I know a lot of people think that way. Like, yo, these people ain't shit. They ain't shit. We all got to start collectively. They ain't shit. Don't be scared of these people. They ain't shit. Okay? They ain't shit. It's an illusion. Money is an illusion. Even though, according to this system they got we in, we need some type of illusion to make it right. This shit is not real. It's not backed by anything. It's backed by U.S. military. Actually, used to be backed by gold. They ain't shit. Okay? They ain't shit. And what they did wasn't shit. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there now. But yes, Tom, we would like to know, how did you feel about this quarterback situation? Did he deserve to fall to the fifth round? I don't care about it. Doesn't matter where you get drafted. How did you feel about him? Did you feel like he was first round worthy, Tom? You can. It's okay for you to say you don't feel like he's first round worthy. It's okay for you to feel that way. But the funny thing is, he doesn't feel that way. This was done on purpose. So I'm just gonna keep reminding them that because I know the media, they're gonna keep trying to say, well, he had a behavioral problem. Um, he holds on. Now they're saying he holds on to the ball too long. That's what they're saying now. They got to come up with something. He holds on to the ball too long. Something. They gonna come up with he doesn't run like Michael Vick. I mean, who does? Who name me a quarterback now that run like Michael Vick that's in the league right now? I'm going to tell you none of them. None of them. None of them. There's some that can run, but for those that has witnessed the Vick experience, there's none like him. Okay? So that's all I got to say. Brady and Strahan has spoken. This is what Michael Strahan said, though. Michael Strahan said, for those that said that he had a bad interview and things like that, they need to put their name to it. Now, Michael Strahan did say that. So I give Michael Strahan that. He said, instead of hiding, come out and give us a name who said it, so we can ask you questions on why he had a problem in the interview. Because he didn't have a problem in the interview. He didn't. Because if he did, they'll put their name to it. It didn't happen. And then remember the situation? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God, it just came back to me. You remember after the combine, there was an anonymous person came out and said that, we didn't like his interview. They admitted that they were lying. They admitted to it. Yep, they admitted that they were lying. Because I think somebody found out who they were. And they admitted that they were lying. It was a quarterback coach. He admitted that he was lying. So they're lying about this too. Yeah, he got a lawsuit, yo. He definitely do. But the thing is, he worked so hard to get in the league. He damn sure. They had to settle with Colin Kaepernick. Okay? Yeah, he definitely have a lawsuit. But the thing is, he worked really hard to get to where he is. Okay, he worked really hard to get to where he is. So that's neither here nor there. Um, See, because it's a gamble too, because it ain't no guarantee he'll win the lawsuit. And then now he got all these stupid ass owners mad with him. But there's one owner that's mad though. There's one I know for a fact. He felt like he was lied to. That's what he claiming because he's trying to save face. Because I know, because if I was a season ticket holder, I said, look here, you bullshit ass dude. Why you didn't take him? Why you didn't take him? And I'm sitting up here spending money, and you sit up here and had a chance of a franchise quarterback. You didn't take him. So why should I spend money with your bullshit organization? I would say that to him. I'm like, why would I spend money with this organization and you can't get a franchise quarterback and you let him slip through your hands and you took him off the board? I wish I could just backslap people, but I have to go to jail for that. So I can't do that, right? But like what? Like I don't want to see. I don't like when people play on my intelligence. Oh, he had a bad interview. This no, he did not. All right, show us. If he had a bad interview, show us, and then I'll shut up. If he sat in the interview and I honestly believe if that really happened, somebody got disrespectful with him. And I wouldn't tolerate that. I don't care. I don't feel like I'm a man if I let them disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have to walk away from that situation, and I didn't even stand for myself. So yeah, the days are changing, man. Ain't nobody getting buffaloed around no more, man. So yeah, but I like what Michael Strahan said. He said whoever put out that bad press, they need to say who they are. Don't hide. Because if you're gonna hide, then don't say it because you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You're a coward. If you're gonna hide. So that's just how I feel about it. You're just a coward. If you're gonna sit up there and hide and don't tell us who you are, you're a coward. Thank you, Chantel. I've been going at these people for the past 5 days. You said you just watched Shiloh on YouTube. He is super excited going to Tampa, and he leaves tomorrow. I'm going to order my Bucks jersey. Now I ordered my Shedeur jersey. Oh, that's what's up, Chantel. Thank you for the donation. Thank you, Howard. What's up, DJH? You said the NFL is already talking about the 2026 draft. Yeah, because they thinking um, Arch Manning is going to be in that draft. And well, that's the draft for Arch Manning, Caleb Downs, and Caden Proctor. I see they find the Atlanta Falcons, and you know why? Because they found out that it was malicious intent, probably that they did it on purpose. I told y'all I knew Arthur Blank was going to do something, and the NFL had to do something. They have to save face because it's a black eye on the NFL right now. They looking crazy. They hear look when we talking. They hear the chatter. I'm just letting you know that they hear the chatter. Oh my. So yeah, if it you said why would it have an effect on the whole league against them? Because they got together, and sometime It could also be a situation where if somebody heard that, then they're gonna fall back on it because they're getting reports on it. But see, I'm not listening to what people say. I would interview him myself. I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me he went to a kid's school that got bullied? So he went to a kid's school that got bullied and he ain't have to go. And then one of the rappers that passed away, he's treating them kids like his own kids. I need to talk to him. Something y'all lying. I need to talk to him. Let me tell you this. There's three sides to the truth. It's their side, your side, and the truth. So I wouldn't even have to I would have to talk to Shedeur myself. The Giants owner is a complete fucking idiot. I hope somebody, if anybody's listening, hold on. I don't even want to take that. Listen, if somebody listening, if you can tell him he's a complete idiot. And the Jets owner too. You are a complete idiot. Okay? That's just point blank, period. Really the Jets though. Really the Jets. Because I understand Russell Wilson, they got Jameis there, stuff like that. Really it's the Jets and the Raiders. Idiots. Okay? Because you know why I'm calling that? I could see if they came out and say, look, we just didn't want to go his way. We like another player. I get that. I'm okay with that. But don't sit up here and say he had a bad interview because you're lying. You know why I know you're lying? Because you're not putting a name to it. That's how I know they're lying. So if they just said, listen, we just like Jackson Dart better, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I can't argue with you because he's a good quarterback. Okay, if you like him better, then you like him better. Just like I ain't argue with Cam Ward. I didn't argue with that first pick. Now, let's say if they said, um, we just like Dylan Gabriel better. He's a little older. You know what I'm saying? I think he's about 24, 25 years old. That's who we like. You know what I'm saying? But don't sit up here and act like he got a head case. Like we got a head case on our hands. Like something is wrong with his personality. That's why I'm sitting up here having a problem with it. Because they're lying. Okay, see, that's where I draw the line. Like, it's okay to say you rather pick a defensive end first, you know, because that's up to their discretion. But I heard that they was told to take him off the board. That's what I heard. We taking him off the board, and that's it. And you already know something is. I mean, yeah, just say that. Oh, yeah, we like Dylan Gabriel better. He's older. Okay, he's older. We want to take him. Then I'm okay with that. See, they want to save face. You know why? Because if they do say, yeah, we're just gonna take Jackson Dart, they run the mistake of him of Shedeur blowing it up, having a hell of a fucking first season, and they're gonna look stupid. So now they're trying to save face and say he's a head case. Okay, we know he's not a head case. Everybody that's been watching him since Jackson State, we know he's not a head case. Okay, we know he's not a head case, so we know y'all lying. Okay. You don't just all of a sudden become a head case. You're like that already. And I haven't seen anything to tell me he has a behavioral problem whatsoever. Now, is he sure of himself? Yes. What's wrong with that? And so that's what I wanted to say. That at least Michael Strahan said, at least put a name to it. At least he said that. Because I agree with him. If you're going to say something to disparage this kid, at least put your name to it. You know, at least tell us who you are so we can question you. So as soon as we see you, we're gonna like, okay, well, where's the actually, you know what? For the Giants, where's the videotape of him having a bad interview? Because I know y'all taped it. So let's see the video then, so we can sit up here and dissect the video I said, okay, you're right. He was wilding in that interview. Because I would say, I'd be the first one to say it. Damn, Shedeur, you were wilding. I'd be the first to say it. But it ain't, and it don't exist. It don't exist. So now this situation here we got now with the Cleveland Browns is funny to me. Okay. You remember when he got drafted? What did they say? Hey, Shedeur, we're not promise you anything. You're going to have to work for everything. They're not saying that now. You know why? Because men lie, women lie, money, dollars make sense. His um, jersey is selling off the racks right now. They're not letting them go. Hell no. They're not letting them go because they're making money. Okay? Guys, remember I said this. I don't know, what's today? The 1st of May? Remember I said this. If they start that season 0-3, the dog pound is going to be calling for him to come in. I promise you this. I've been there back in the 90s. I know how the dog pound gets down. Listen to me. I don't know who's worse, the dog pound or Philly fans. I don't know who's worse. But let me tell you, I've been to both. But I haven't been to the new stadium in Philly. I've been to the vet. Okay? Yeah, it's old. I'm so old. I remember Buddy Ryan, but that's another story. Okay? You know Rex Ryan and their father? Yeah, that's how I've been to that stadium back when he was coaching. All right, so let me go back. I guarantee you, if they start that season 0-3 or 1-4, whatever the case is, they're going to be calling for that kid to come in. I promise you this. You know they have a problem right now. His jersey is selling the fuck out. Them fans are going to have number 2 jerseys on. They're going to be chanting for his name to come in. Okay, I have seen the dog pound in action. Okay, they're going to call for him to come in. Period. And guess what that coach going to have to eventually do when them damn season ticket holders that's sitting up in the box is going to be like, put him in. They're going to call the ownership, put him in, please. We didn't sit here and pay these season ticket holders for y'all to be sitting up here playing in our face. Put him in, please. Put him in. So you better hope Flacco is fine. I think Flacco's going to be okay. Joe Flacco. He done been in the league 19 years. Okay. So I think he's going to be fine. So I think this is going to be a situation where he can learn under Joe Flacco. Okay. A 19-year veteran. Won a Super Bowl. Played with Ray Lewis. Okay. Think of the possibilities. So this is a blessing for him. But I guarantee you this. I don't care what you know how when they drafted him, it looked like a damn funeral in the war room. Y'all saw that. I act like I ain't the only one that saw it. It looked like a damn funeral. But watch this. Now they don't change their vibration. Now they're like, wait a minute, this kid making, he bringing all these fans to the table. They selling what? We gotta give him a shot. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. I heard somebody say, well, he's just gonna get, he's in danger of getting cut. Yeah, normally if you're a 6th round pick, that could happen. But he didn't fall to the 5th or 6th round because of his skills. He fell because of politics or something happened. Okay, that's how he fell. So they can miss me with the other stuff. They can miss me with it. I was born during the day, but not today. Okay? They're not gonna sit up here and keep playing in my face and sitting up here lying. And the only thing, like I said, if Tom Brady come out and be real about it, like, listen, we weren't sure about Shedeur, I'm okay with that. But you see, he didn't say it. Only thing he said was, it don't matter where you get drafted. You could do your thing. We know that, Tom. But that's not what we were looking for from you. But that's okay. But Strahan kept it real. Don't you think it's something wrong for Skip Bayless to crash out? Skip Bayless crashed all the way out. That's how I knew something was wrong. I was not expecting Skip Bayless to crash out like that, but he crashed out. That's how I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Something went wrong here. I guarantee you, he gonna get that money back after 2 years. He gonna get it back. He'll get it endorsements and everything else, because Shedeur is a very marketable person. Okay, but I want to say this to the Cleveland Brown fans right now, the dog pound that's listening, because I know y'all listening. Y'all got a fucking quarterback, man. You hear me? He hasn't even reached the ceiling yet. You guys got a franchise quarterback that's not going to get caught in a goddamn massage parlor. All right? It ain't nothing wrong with going to the massage parlor. Now, let me get me wrong. Okay? But y'all got a bona fide, marketable fucking quarterback on your hands. And you got him for the cheap. That's what happened. So don't listen to the media because I've been following since Jackson State. I know what he can do. I've seen it all already. Okay? I don't seen the Michael Vicks. Okay? I don't seen the Dan Marinos with the quick release in my life. Okay? I've seen the Steve Youngs. I've seen the Phil Sims, even though his son was hating, but I've seen the Phil Sims. Okay? I've seen the Jeff Hostettlers. Okay? I've seen the Randall Cunninghams. Okay? I've seen the Fran. No, I ain't seen. Hold up, man. Tom, I ain't seen Fran Tarkenton. Hold on. Fran Tarkenton. Did I? Fran Tarkenton. Was that the one that Lawrence Taylor broke his leg? Was that Fran Tarkenton? Or was that the other one? Damn, I'm that old, yo. Hold up. Who did Lawrence Taylor break? Remember Lawrence Taylor broke his leg? Was that Fran Tarkenton? Who was that Lawrence Taylor broke his leg, man? Damn, it was Fran Tarkenton, dog. I'm that old, yo. I remember Fran Tarkenton. Oh my God. No, I'm no Joe. Excuse me. Thank you. It was Joe Theismann. Thank you, guys. It was Joe Theismann. I know, I ain't that. It's Joe Theismann. I remember the game when Lawrence Taylor was going to he was looking at the sidelines and he was frantically waving. I remember. I've seen all the quarterbacks. I've seen the Troy Aikmans. Everything has been done all right. That's how I can spot a good quarterback. I can see it. I'm like, yeah, he got this, he got that. He might not be as fast as Lamar Jackson, but all right. Here's the dog pound because I know y'all listening. I told Shedeur already. He's gonna run. He's gonna run for a touchdown. I know y'all thinking, damn, we got a statue. No, you do not have a statue. Shedeur, listen to me if you're listening. As soon as you run for a touchdown, yes, he's gonna run for a fucking touchdown. Yes, because he's done it plenty times. As soon as you run for a touchdown, I want you to go visit the dog pound. Okay, go jump in the stands and let the dog pound touch you, just one time. That's going to be a beautiful thing. Now, the last time, like I said, now I know Chad Johnson been talking about it. They not going to treat you how they did Chad Johnson. I remember when Chad Johnson jumped into the dog pound, it was a bad experience. But it ain't going to be a bad experience for you. Shedeur, as soon as you run, I'm not talking about throw his first touch. I'm talking about run his first touchdown. Shedeur, go jump into the dog pound. I'm telling you, they're going to love you. They're going to love you. Now they realizing what they got. You know, the dog pound know what they got because when he got drafted, I started reading the comments on Twitter. They know what they got. They know what they got, man. So yeah, damn, I was around with Joe. Damn, no, I wasn't around with Fran Tarkenton, man. I wasn't. No, I don't think so. I don't. I don't with Joe Theismann, at the tail end of his career when he got his leg broken, I was a kid then. But everything has been done. That's my point. All right, guys, if you don't believe me, I need y'all to do something. There's a video of Shedeur, right? When he's going through his progressions. There's a overhead. There's an overhead and there's a illustration showing his vision going field to field. Look at how his head is moving. It's like he's a fucking robot. That's what y'all got, man. And the reason why, let me tell you this. The reason why he didn't get as far as he did at Colorado, I know y'all trying to compare him to Cam, and I'm telling y'all they the same quarterback. It's the same. They're like twins. The reason why, because he was running for his fucking life. The whole 2 years he was in Boulder. He was on his ass. And still, the last season he was getting sacked. But he still threw for 4,000 yards. What is that telling you? Let me explain. Let me translate it for you. What that's saying is once he get to the Browns, once he got some millionaires in front of him that's blocking for him because they need their check, it ain't gonna be like that no more. Now he got time to go through his progress. I'm telling you, he's a robot. I've been watching him. He's a robot. But the problem is, he was running for his life the 2 years he was in Boulder. He was running for his life. Now, his offensive line at Jackson State, um, they were okay. But now the game has slowed down. He got an adequate offensive line. Because I heard the Browns, they have an adequate offensive line. They're great. That's all he needed. And the game is slower. You know, you got to run the ball because you got to give it off to the running back. Oh, man, he going to kill it. He going to kill it now. He might freaking lead the league in pass and yards passing. When he had a full year under his belt, that man can spin that ball like nobody's business. I'm telling you this because a lot of some of you at the dog pound, y'all just realizing who he is. I'm telling you, I've been watching him his whole damn college career. Okay? These owners were hating. They were hating. That's what happened. I'm hearing the reports that Russell Wilson is upset, and a lot of other players are upset that he didn't go to New York. What is that telling y'all? They had already evaluated him already. That's what it's telling you. They already listen. The Giants should have just asked Russell Wilson, is he a good quarterback or not? Yes or no? But see, they didn't do that. Because it wasn't about his skills. They were hating. Okay. So that's what I got to say right there. And also, if you guys didn't know, he was number 8 in the running for the Heisman Trophy. God damn. Did you hear what I just said? He was in the top 10 for the running for the Heisman Trophy. Okay? You cannot be in the top 10 for the running for the Heisman Trophy if you're not good. If you're not good, man. So I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done because this is, like I said, this right here, man. I don't like to see somebody, a good person, lose 40. I don't like to see that. I don't like to see that. Thank you, Chantel. You said Malik Neighbors just spoke out about the Giants for not drafting Shedeur. I already told them. I had told people that they ain't believe because I know some. I ain't gonna say who it is. They told me. They said, bro, players. All right, look. Let me tell you this. I'm about to give you something else. Thank you for the donation, Chantel. Somebody asked for a trade because of it. And the ownership is trying to calm him down. He said, listen, I need a trade, yo, because y'all not trying to win. I need a trade. Okay? Check this out. There's 2 players on both teams that wants out. And they mad now. They mad. And the owners didn't realize, they was like, damn, he has this much impact on people. They said, yes. Yeah. He was throwing the ball with Malik Neighbors in New York City. Right? But that's not it. That's not it. But the thing is, that I guess they realized the players weren't gonna have this react. They thought the players were gonna sit up and shut up and keep their head down. No, they're not doing that. You got veterans speaking up right now. Okay, so it's just a big mess. So I hope he do get a trade and go somewhere else because they're not trying to win. I will give Jackson Dart the benefit of the doubt because he looks good. He looks like good on paper. He looks like a good quarterback. I seen him play, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. But that's not who they wanted, man. That's not who they wanted. They all speaking out. Thank you for the donation. They all speaking out. I guess the owner's like, yeah, we could get away with this one. You know, we could just say that he's not good. No, he really is good. That's what, because y'all lying. He would have been perfect in New York. Perfect. He would have been perfect in here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from Cleveland. Not taking nothing away because he going to stay in. I don't think y'all getting rid of him. Once y'all figure out how he can spin that damn ball, wait till y'all see it. Wait till y'all see, because y'all haven't seen him play. I don't think so. Wait till y'all see him spin that ball in practice. Wait till you see it. This dude is so accurate. You go watch the video. It's on YouTube. He threw the ball in a trash can from like 50 yards away. Go look. He did it twice. Go look. Go look. He has a laser for an arm. It's a laser. And oh, it was a coach after their pro day, right? There was a coach that it's on the Well Off Media video. He was talking to Shiloh Sanders. He said, "Hey man, your brother, what I noticed something about him. When he throws an off ball, it's only within a hand's reach of the wide receiver. It's really not that off." He said, "I haven't seen that in a long time. He's really accurate." And then Shiloh was like, "Yeah, he's really good." And the coach said that. He's really. I want this is for the dog pound. That's what I need you to do. Go to Well Off Media. I want you to type in the Celebration Bowl, Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. Go look at that last play. Now, what's something I need you to look at? I need you to slow it down. We all knew the state, and we all knew he was going to Travis. We all knew that. But what I need you to do is I need you to go look at the ball placement. He only threw it to where Travis could catch it, and he threw a laser. So I need you to go to another game. Just type in Colorado Shedeur Sanders Hail Mary. When you go look at that play, you're going to understand it wasn't a Hail Mary. It was a pass. And that'll tell you that he has supreme arm strength. It's not his arm strength. You know how they say he has above average arm? That's not true. That's not true. Because what he did was he rolled to his left, and he planted, and he just threw the ball. He threw it so hard he had to lean down and fall. That's how hard he threw it. And he threw a laser, only to where LaJohntay Wester can catch it. Go look. Go look. That's what y'all got now. You guys have a fucking savant at quarterback. That's what you have. He's a savant at quarterback. I can't believe y'all got him. I can't believe it. This is the I've been watching football since the 80s. I have never seen this before. Never. Listen, the NBA before Allen Iverson got drafted, they were kind of worried and stuff. He had the little brawl in Virginia. He still was the number one pick. Still the number one pick. Okay? They had some issues with Johnny Football. He still did not fall in the draft. Never. Eli Manning, father, Archie Manning, said, keep my son if you want to and see what happens. My son ain't playing for y'all. He still didn't fall in the draft. Okay? He still didn't fall in the draft. Now, the only thing that was worse than this, well, no, it don't come close because he didn't technically fall. Actually, he did fall in the draft. It was a guy from Florida State. His name was Myron Rolle. His name is Myron Rolle. He's a doctor now. He's a surgeon. They was questioning his dedication to the team, and then somebody said he's too smart for the game. I could not believe they said that. But he was good enough to get drafted, though. Typically, you don't fall that far in the draft unless you really a head case. Okay, it has to be a severe problem for you to fall in the draft like that. Like, damn, did you have a robbery incident? Was it something going on? It had to be something really severe. But this particular situation, I honestly believe, and I'll just move on after this, they wanted to get Prime. They were focused on him, and his son caught a stray bullet. That's what happened. Metaphorically, he caught a stray. That's what happened. I think. This not wasn't supposed to happen. I know what some people thinking. Well, Max, maybe he wasn't that good. No, no, no. All the experts gave him a draft grade in the first round. Now, some experts said he was going to fall to the middle round. Some experts had him going outside of the top three. Mel Kiper had him going number the two. Mel Kiper had him QB2, and you let Mel Kiper tell it, y'all. The NFL has been getting this wrong. They've been getting it wrong. So shout out to Mel Kiper. Thank you, Kawali, Kawali, for the donation. I appreciate you. You said Malik sounds angry on Carmelo Anthony 7 p.m. Brooklyn episode. I know he is. Because he know what happened. Thank you for the donation. Because he know what happened. Listen. The Giants messed up. They're not getting them now. I know what they'll try to finagle it, right? Hey, just go ahead and cut them, right? Just go ahead and cut them and say it ain't working out so we can just go ahead and sneak them up. No, the Cleveland, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that because they messed up. Don't sit up here and try to appease them now. Okay, say yeah, just say that it ain't working out. You know what I'm saying, and make it look good and cut them, so then we could just come get them. No, don't do that, because now y'all backdooring us. No, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm telling you, Cleveland, keep them. Cleveland, if you keep them, you guys give it a couple years, y'all headed to the playoffs. Y'all got a fucking savant at quarterback. He's won everywhere he's gone. He's a winner. That's what y'all got. Y'all need to keep him. Don't listen to the Giants. Shit, if Malik Neighbors unhappy, tell him to come to Cleveland then. If that's what's gonna happen, because they messed up. I don't want to hear what the Giants owner got to say. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Y'all messed up. So no, just let them stay in Cleveland, man. No, they not giving them. They not letting them go. No, they not. Nope, they not letting them go, man. You know, when I was watching them, um, I was like, maybe I remember when I first started watching them. It was at Jackson State. Like I'm talking about really watching them, like just watching every game. It was one game, I ain't gonna lie to you. I said he got lucky, yo. It was the first game in this. I said he got lucky, yo. And then I saw the second game. I said, damn, he that fucking accurate? I'm like, what's going on here? He's that accurate? And then Travis came along. And I just saw the accuracy. I'm like, yo, he's not going down. His number's not going down. And then it peaked in when he was at Colorado, he threw for 4,000 yards. And here's one reason why he probably not going to do this in the NFL. The reason why he was holding on to the ball for so long because he know he could make a play. It was just a matter of time. He could just launch it. You know what I mean? But in the NFL, he will actually change that up. He won't do that. He'll throw it away because he's not going to finna sit up there and get hit by Micah Parsons. He's not going to do that because he get hit one time by him. I promise you, he'll let the ball go. Okay, so he's not going to do that. So he's going to do what he got to do. But here's the thing: he can burn you with his feet. Like he can do it. He don't look. See, the thing is, he don't look like he can do it. That's why people say, "Oh, he can't do." Yeah, he can. So that's all I wanted to say about Shedeur. And so Tom Brady has spoken. Tom Brady is correct though. He was the 199th pick because I remember that draft and I remember them clowning him. I don't know what Bill Belichick saw in him, but it made Bill Belichick a legend because Bill said he saw something in him. And the rest was history. We know what happened. The New York Jets was playing the New England Patriots. Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe out of bounds, damn near killed him. Tom Brady came in. The rest was history. The legend started from there, thanks to Mo Lewis from the New York Jets. I remember that game too, because Drew had to go to the hospital. He had surgery and everything. Mo hit him so hard, it's like he caved his chest in. He hit him so hard. So that's what happened. And then Brady took over. The rest is history. The only other person that was labeled a head case that I can agree with was Aaron Hernandez when he was coming out of the University of Florida. He was labeled a head case, and he fell in the draft. That I could see. And we know the history of Aaron Hernandez. He went on to, I covered that case on my other channel. But he was labeled a head case, and he fell in the draft because Aaron Hernandez. We know he was supposed to go. He was supposed to be in the first round, but Aaron Hernandez fell to the later rounds because he had off the field troubles. So that I could see. But Aaron Hernandez was a first round talent. Okay, but he fell to the later rounds because of his problems. Shedeur doesn't have that. Now, is he sure of himself? Yes, he is sure of himself, and he's not going to waver from it. He is sure of himself. Do he like to wear a lot of jewelry? Listen, it's been going on. Everybody in the NFL, they like to wear their jewelry. So that's all I wanted to say about that. So the dog pound, congratulations. Y'all got lucky. Congratulations. Y'all got lucky, man. Y'all got lucky, man. And yeah, why? And am I a little bit hating on it? Yeah, because I was a Jets fan. Now I ain't no Jets fan no more. Nope, I gave it up. I said, you know what? This team, they stupid. I'm done. I'm not even supporting the Giants. So that's just what it is. Yeah, don't try to cut corners now and be like, hey, listen, we're gonna work something out with you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and cut them. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and get them in New York. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm watching too because I feel something is up. I feel like they're gonna try something. You know what I'm saying? Malik Neighbors is mad. Russell Wilson has something to say. Somebody from the Jets, I ain't gonna say who it is, has something to say. So they were like, you know what? Damn, he really is that good? They're like, yes. But that wasn't it though. They were just hating. It was a hater situation. But anyway, he did get drafted. Not too many people could say they ever got drafted. So he still represent the less than 1% to actually play football and get drafted. It's kind of a hard thing to do, but he was one of those privileged ones that was a first round talent. He had first round grades, but it is what it is now. But the dog pound, the jerseys are selling out right now. He's the number one selling jersey as a rookie for the fifth round. It's crazy. Did y'all see him working out? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see him running up the mountain? Right. He's been working hard. He's been working hard. I want to say that to whoever said that when they called him, when they said they was going to draft him. The one that said we ain't promised you anything, but you got to work hard, sir. Sit down and have a seat before you get fired. Because listen, the Cleveland Browns, go ahead and hire me right now so I can fire him for saying that. He's been working hard, sir. Listen, you know why? You know why I'm saying that? Did Jacksonville say that to Travis? We not promise you anything, Travis, but you got to work hard. No, they didn't say that. They didn't say that. Shedeur is one of the reasons why Travis got drafted there because they believed in him so much. Actually, it was Coach Prime because he let him play both sides of the ball. No other team had that vision. No other team was not gonna because they have limitations. We need people in the world to think outside of the box so we can progress in life. We always got to have people to think outside the box and do something that's never been done before. Coach Prime let him play both sides of the ball. That's why he won the Heisman Trophy. Do you get it? Because no other college was going to let him do that. But he believed in that kid so much, he knew he could do it, and he did it. He won the Heisman Trophy. Okay? Yes, they sure of themselves. Yes, they have the right to be. I'm not talking to the regular. I'm talking to the owners. That's who I'm talking to. Y'all messed up, yo. Y'all had the worst Super Bowl. This is the not the Super Bowl. The worst. This is the worst draft ever. Worst. This actually wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad draft. Y'all just put a black eye on the game. That's what y'all did. because everybody think y'all suspect now. So that's when I think I've said enough now. I most certainly did. He's giving back to the community already. Already. As soon as he touched on off the damn plane, he went to the high school. Find me a high school to go to. Let me talk to the kids. Okay? He out there working already. He's already, for the person that said that, lady, he's excuse me, sir, he's been working hard. Okay? See, they think he's privileged, this and that, and no, that's not it. He works harder than everybody on the team. And also, he's going to be there before anybody show up in the facility. Watch. Watch he be there about 5 a.m. Because Coach Prime already trained him to do that. He's already trained him to do that. At Colorado. He said, y'all better get here. And he said, if I walk in here, y'all late. So y'all better be here 30 minutes to an hour early. He's already trained him to do that. So he will be the first one in the facility. He probably was throwing with the wide receivers already. Probably was. He probably hooked up with them to see what they're, because he wants to know their nuances. He wants to learn that. So he want to, like that. So I'm pretty sure he's already done it. But anyway, that's what I got to say about that. For the New York Jets, I hope y'all start the season 0-4. I hope y'all start the season 0-4, man. Okay? Y'all, I'm not never following y'all again. Y'all haven't won nothing my whole life. Okay? The last time y'all won something was with Joe Namath. That's it. That's it. Okay? I used to rock with the Giants, but I wanted to be different. So let me go with Gang Green, man. Let me go with Gang Green, man. Forget Big Blue. Let me go with Gang Green. Forget about it. Gang Green, listen. But anyway, um, the dog pound, huh? I remember Mark Sanchez. I remember that. I remember Ken O'Brien, do you? That's how far I go back. He stunk up the joint. Oh my God. Shout out to Ken O'Brien though, man. New York Jets quarterback. Al Toon, you know what I'm saying? The wide receiver. Damn, that was before Prime. Richard Todd. But anyway, the dog pound got him, man. Y'all got him, man. That's what's up. He looked good in that uniform though. Like he meant to be there. Like he's a blue collar type of player. Bring your lunch pail to work. They Cleveland, y'all gonna love him. Y'all gonna love him, man. I never seen somebody, if they said what did they say? They said he's a head case and he's arrogant. I never seen somebody arrogant sign so many damn autographs in my life. Have you? Never seen it before. But it's all good, man. Cleveland. Yo, shout out to Cleveland, man. Yeah, they were in the collusion too. Ken folk. Yeah, we can't forget about that. They were in it too, because they could have took him in the higher round if they wanted to. But they did. You know what they said? You know what the guy said? He should get fired. You know what he said? Well, when we took Shedeur, we were minimizing our draft board. I mean, we were maximizing the talent available in our draft board. We took the best available. Sir, stop. Stop. Thank you, Ken folk, because stop. After Cam Ward got drafted, the next available was Travis Hunter and Shedeur. They were on the list. He was on the list the whole draft as the best available. So that we know they lying. They were lying. This is horrible, man. This is horrible. He was the best available after Cam Ward got drafted. Because they show a list of players that's the best available, and Shedeur was on the list. Him and Travis and the guy from LSU and a few others, and Ashton Genty. He was on that list. Then after all of them got drafted, Shedeur's name was still on the list as best available. So we know he's lying. He's lying. Your draft board sucks. We're maximizing our draft board. Your draft board sucks. So thank you for reminding me of that. They was in on it too. And I would like to know what Tom think about that. Like, damn, you guys need a quarterback, right? Now, if he come out and say, "Well, we just went with another position," I can get it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't need to call him out. Skip Bayless already did. Skip Bayless did. He already called him out. So anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. Thank you for listening, and we can't wait for to see what he do. And so he has a good mentor under Joe Flacco, though. Very good person to learn under. 19-year veteran. He's been there, done it, won a Super Bowl. So it's a really good person for him to be behind. But anyway, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for listening. Peace.